And we are welcome back to another episode of NBA 2K14. In the other last episode, as the Clippers managed to defeat the Knicks in a close game by 3 points, 111 to 108, as J.R. Smith got 31 points, Carmelo Anthony got 15 points, Raymond Felton got 18 and 10 double-double, Chris Paul got 32 points and 14 assists, Blake Griffin got 20 points, and DeAndre Jordan got 16. And now for the next game of our hand, we're on for Oklahoma City. That should be a most interesting matchup. Last two matchups, each team, and down to the finish, they finish this game.
Kaya ako maniwala si Vic na
And
sasama
as
ko
you
sa
can see the
kanyang
dots in the
pagbabago
booth right here. Check out the last inning between those two. First matchup went in overtime down to the finish. We saw the catch of the night was Stephen Curry scores 42 and 13. Andre Iguodala got 35 and Klay Thompson got 22. Jeremy Lamb scored 49 points, that was highest. Russell Westbrook 31 18 and Devil Cephalosha with who's that? To 27. And finally, last matchup here we saw second mid. Kevin Durant scores 37 and 8. Russell Westbrook got 26 and 11. And then you see Stephen Curry scores 56 points and 12 assists. That should be another game-winning shot. That should be another interesting game. That will be another down to the wire here in Oklahoma City. So here we go. Round number 3. What meets what now the last two? Well, I'll say you're in the first 3 minutes here in the first half. Wait, I mean, let's check out the Nuggets now. That was December 23, actually. Alright, now the last matchup here, only first 3 minutes here goes to Oklahoma City. That will be the final round of the day. It is gonna be another Western Conference battle featuring Steph Curry and Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors take on Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for this game, Warriors once again use the blue, and Thunder gonna use the white shirts just like in the last matchup. That'll do it for now. This is Unreal. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video here in Oklahoma City here at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Anyways, let's get started. Enjoy the video, and now we are sending over to Kevin Harden here in Oklahoma City. Anyways, let's get started. Enjoy the video right now. Here we go.
Damon Bruce here, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Friday night basketball. It's going to be the Golden State Warriors up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that's all for now. Time to hand it over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll be back with more at halftime.
It's Western Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. On the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Stephen Curry in this one?
Well, Kevin, what I love about Curry is the all-around game. He's a tremendous shooter, incredible passer, and then defensively, he's opportunistic. You know, he can pick off a pass and go the other way through his anticipation.
And Steve, when he gets one of those warm-up jump shots in the game, you expect it to go down. One of those. Great shooters who doesn't need to get into a rhythm. His shooting seems to be always ready to roll.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've put it all together over the course of their last 7 games. They've only had 1 loss over that span.
Well, I think for Oklahoma City, they may be falling off ever so slightly this season. Just a skosh, though.
Well, it's so difficult to maintain that level year in and year out. But this is still a very strong team. And, you know, maybe they've had a couple of hiccups here and there, but this could still be a very competitive team come playoff time.
put together a great team, fans can get a little wild. When you put together a great team that's exciting to watch too, then they really get wild. And that's what you have to deal with when you go to Oklahoma City. A great team with terrific fans.
And back to these great fans in Oklahoma City. They hosted the Hornets for one season in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, you recall. And Steve really showed what a great crowd they could be for a team.
Kevin, I agree. And I think that season when they hosted the Hornets, I think that showed the league that Oklahoma City was ready to become a franchise. And that's why the move from Seattle to Oklahoma City. Oh, how about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Iguodala with the steal. He passes to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Three-pointer. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Iguodala's got 5 now.
Steph Curry is virtually impossible to defend. I mean, he can hit from anywhere on the floor. In the gym range, personified with Curry. Mid-range jumpers are like layups to him. And inside, he's got the floater finger roll and the runner. You always expect his shots to go in. It's like watching a game of force at full speed when the highest stakes are on the line.
Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Scott Brooks.
He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 101, Kevin. We'll see if they can execute.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And Steve, shooting no doubt Curry's fortune. He narrowly missed the All-Star game last season. I mean, I can't believe he didn't get elected, and he seemed to be the one glaring miss. When you watch this game, where can he improve?
I think offensively, he's got the whole package. I think it's at the other end of the floor where he can probably improve. He needs to compete a little bit more defensively, but that's tough to do when you're handling so much of the offensive load for your team. But he's got to find a little more balance, I think, between his offense and his defense.
And that one's good. Durant.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
And that's a foul. Let's call on Thabo Sefolosha. That is his first foul of the game. Different look here for the Warriors. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Backing down his lead. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We've seen a lot of assists, really moving the flow offensively. I like what I see. I think what I like about Durant, guys, is his ability to create his own shot. He's got those long arms. He's about 6'10". He can create space off the dribble, and then he shoots that ball with a high release. So there's literally nothing you can do. Just try to challenge the shot and hope he misses.
Well, he'll give you a 30-piece bucket, a 40-piece bucket, and at the end of the game, he's giving you a clutch bucket. That's what KD is. He is a scorer, personified. There's nothing he can't do to put the ball in the basket. Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
And finished off by Collins.
Driving hot to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And for Mark Jackson, there have been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling. And Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him. And that's most of the battle right there. Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Good. He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Douglas kicks to Barnes. He dishes it to O'Neal. Pass to Duck. Fires from deep. Another three for Golden State.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
And Lamb kicks to Fisher. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if it's on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Douglas for three, and that one's good. Douglas has got 9.
He's come out of the gate smoking from three-point range today. Barbecue chicken.
Clark, you know me. I love barbecue.
I'm more of a baked chicken guy myself, but that's fine, whatever.
Clark, where'd we get this guy?
Kevin, you love anything. I've not seen anything come in front of you that's food that you haven't devoured.
Too good.
It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Next Monday night, January 20th, Paul George and the Indiana Pacers go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors, live from Oracle Arena. Be there.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think? About the Thunder here in this one.
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stat. Man, you got fancy with that one, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game.
I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going. Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota that plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months. So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Bogut backing him down. Pass to Nedovic. Douglas. Outside, Green. From beyond the arc. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas. Green's got his first 3 points of the game. And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been named, have been a hit. Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliate so close by gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
The Thunder have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And Lamb kicks to Westbrook. He feeds it to Lamb. Cephalosha. Adams covered by Bogut. And there's the pass to Cephalosha. 6 to shoot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 40-point game against Houston. He kicks to Lamb. Pass it to Cephalosha. From 10 feet out, in Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Not enough defense there to throw him off his shot. Sometimes it takes more than one defender on him down low.
Stolen by Westbrook. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Looking for Butler. He gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the lead just... throws on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
What a beautiful connection on that play. Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They came away with the victory in the last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Yeah, that last matchup was really a tough game. And I thought the difference was they got some scoring from their bench, and they needed it. But that depth really was the issue.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Lee comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Westbrook guarded by Curry. Durant just inside the line. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's 10 points for Kevin Durant. As Steve alluded to, Clark, the previous matchup wasn't decided until the final moment.
Yeah, I recall that being a fantastic game, and one of the great things about it were those unlikely heroes from off the bench.
Feeds it to Cephalosha. And the Thunder, another 3.
Well, offensively, he's taking a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, you know, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time.
Kevin Durant is one of the most laid-back and easygoing guys you'll meet in the NBA, but don't be fooled. He's as fiery a competitor on the court as anyone else in the league. He's a superstar because he has the talent, but also the drive.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Reggie Jackson comes in for Cephalosha. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Curry, he's covered by Fisher. Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And I think when you talk about the drive of Kevin Durant, Clark, it all comes from his love of the game.
I love watching Kevin Durant play. He is such a special talent, and you can see the inherent joy that he has in playing the game. I mean, it's palpable, it's obvious. He's a big-time gym rat, and he just loves to work on the game and continue to refine his skills. He's a joy to watch.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Here's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. Jackson. That's good. Nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists tonight.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Outside for Curry. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
And Fisher kicks to Durant. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And the offensive end's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Iguodala's drive. That's good. Iguodala's got 11 points.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
The Thunder leading by 4. Outside Jackson. It's Durant on the wing. There's the dish to Perkins. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, he's right there at about 71% from the line this season. Probably somewhere below where he'd like to be.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
A 3. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
After he cut the deficit going into halftime, they're not going away.
And the first half ends in a close one. Thunder lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the second half when we come back after the break. But right now, let's go over to Damon Bruce with the Sprint Halftime Show.
Now, presented by Sprint.
The weekend is finally upon us, and on this Friday night, it's time for the halftime show. Oklahoma City up on top against Golden State. The assist total indicative of their unselfish play, spreading that ball around. A superstar first half from Kevin Durant. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And for Golden State, they've been battling. Right now, sitting in 6th place in the conference standings. It's been a superstar display by Andre Iguodala. He's got 14 points, and his two-way play has been good. Very active on the defensive side of the floor, bothering shots and bringing that energy all over the court. Now let's take off with some other games in progress around the league. Out at AT&T Center, the Spurs have the lead against the Trailblazers. No question as to who will come away with that win. And another game going on, the Utah Jazz trailing the Pistons out in Detroit. That one just all but wrapped up in the 4th. And here's a look at the other NBA action from around the league. Sacramento with a loss to the Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. A 9-point difference in the end. DeMarcus Cousins, their leading scorer. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. Now it's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We hope to see you around next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out. away here in the third.
Durant doing all sorts of things. 16 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going in.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. On its way from Curry for 2, and the jumper is on the mark. Curry's got 11.
You know, with Steph Curry, it's never been a question about his talent, guys. It's always been a question about how are his ankles going to do. But really, he only missed significant time in the short. Season, for the most part, he's been healthy and highly productive.
Warriors trail by 6. Back to Lee. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Perkins.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
And a few ankle treats for Curry last season, but with the big brace he wore, he said the pain was mostly from the brace bruising his ankle than anything else.
Well, it sounds to me like maybe you should take the brace off. Maybe a smaller brace so as to get the bruising. That would be smart.
Exactly. Thompson outside. Lee rejected by Cephalosha. It's Westbrook with the drive. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
I tell you what else I like is his attacking mindset too, Steve. No matter where he is on the court, when he gets possession, he will turn it up and turn it on and run out. Most of the time, he doesn't stop until he's laid the ball in the hoop.
Well, some deep threats have really made their presence felt around the league lately. The two-guard spot, these have been the hottest three-point shooters for the last month. And you look at Cephalosha, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
Well, you don't have to be a great shooter to play two-guard, but it definitely helps. And pretty much all these guys fit into that great category.
And with any of those guys, when they get on the roll from three-point land, I mean, it can last for a while. We're talking a long time.
Perkins, covered by Bogut, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's foul number 2 for him. Mazzili's checked in for David Lee. Here is Durant. He's got 18. In low to Ibaka. And that one is hammered home.
Could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
You know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fun.
Shot's good by Iguodala.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Here's Durant. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
This is a fantastic run to start this second half.
Starting for Golden State, they won that game against the Denver Nuggets.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end and We'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at them, they've not been able to take that shot away.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Bazemore. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here. Both teams now feeding off each other's intensity.
I don't know what was said in the locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides are responding well.
But his performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
Timeout called the Warriors. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Some changes for Golden State. Lee comes in for Azili, and it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. That's good. Douglas has got 14 points for the game.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Fisher, the pass to Lamb. Cephalosha. Oklahoma City moving it around. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist from Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got 3 assists now in this one. That's a 2 from Douglas. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Cephalosha, covered by Barnes. Cephalosha's shot is good.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
And it's blocked by Lamb.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
Well, Clark. Clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Douglas dishes to Barnes. Douglas, this one for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that. Two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Warriors trail by 6. And stolen by Fisher. Cephalosha with it. He's against Lee. Cephalosha's shot is good. Cephalosha's got 22 points. Here's Thompson. Fisher's the lead. Thompson with the bucket.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference. And saved a likely dunk there.
Yeah, very smart foul under the circumstances. You can't allow him to just throw it down on you.
So we get some both.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by 8. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
Coming up next Monday, January 20th, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks take on Kyrie Irving and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Do not miss it.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Backcourt tandem, Westbrook and Jeremy Lamb. Durant is out there with Nick Collison. And it's Adams in the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. It's Iguodala with the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
It wasn't bad defense. But he got overpowered. Just not enough strength to stop him.
You know, sometimes you just try to avoid the foul, Clark, and not get in the way.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, no question. You guys are right. I mean, he seemed to think better of it, then backed off a little bit at the end. You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
That's good. The Thunder leading by 4. Westbrook working against Curry. On the corner. And there's another one for the Thunder. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Kicks it to Lee. The feed to Thompson. On the wing, Iguodala. Again, Golden State.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State.
You know, often when we think of freakish athleticism in the NBA, it's those with strength and explosiveness like LeBron or Dwight Howard. But Kevin Durant physically is unique in his own right. Sure, he's got a slight build, but his mobility for his height, unparalleled. Well, you look at the scoreboard and you realize how much he's already contributed. You really have to wonder how bad it might be if he weren't doing the job he's done so far.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing how that New Orleans game turns out for sure.
Lee goes in, and it's blocked by Adams. And it's good. Through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. You think about the length of Kevin Durant, reach of a center with the fluidity, Steve, of a guard.
Such a rare combination, Kevin, and it gives them a huge advantage at both ends of the floor. I mean, defensively, you think about the blocks and steals and rebounds, and then offensively, the ability to play above his opponents. It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Westbrook kicks to Lamb, and Thompson sends it back. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. There's David Lee on the assist by Thompson. And now just a 5-point Thunder lead.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Lamb, and right through it goes. Lamb's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Adams. Baca comes in for Nick Collison. And Thabo Cephalosha subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Mark Jackson had some words for his team over that break. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
Curry against Westbrook. It's Curry with the drive. That is good. Curry's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
I'll tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Fires the 3. Here's Thompson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, nice body control. Narrowly missing the shot. It's been a 3-point play.
Had a free look at it after the foul. Nice play.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Flawless trip to the free throw line that time. And That gap just got a little narrow.
Westbrook drives in. Takes it into the tip of the knee and completes the layup. Westbrook's got 9 points in the quarter.
How about the boost he's giving his team? He's 4 for 5 shooting here in the fourth quarter.
.119 left to play here in the fourth. Westbrook against Curry. Here's Lee. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 16 points for David Lee. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
His favorite move right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air. Well, he couldn't have picked a better time to get on a roll like this.
Yeah, that's big time, Steve. I mean, he's hit 6 straight here in the fourth quarter in a close one. That's legendary type stuff.
He passes it to Cephalosha. 5 to shoot. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started close to it.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Durant attacking. Gets the bucket.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
That may be the knockout blow, guys. Those free throws would seem to have put this one away.
And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in.
And even that might not be enough.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you think?
I don't see it. Very little chance of a comeback. I think this is over.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. They get Stephen Curry. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Bazemore gets the bucket.
I'm speechless, Kevin. With his shooting ability, that's a 1 in 100 shot.
Here's Jackson. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They put on a show by thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
But it's not game-winning shot down to the last second final moments, but the Thunder will win over the Warriors 127-116. We got some injury heal. Ismail Smith got healed for the injuries. Dwayne Wade will be bruised weak, but still have 1 to 2 weeks. Chandler Parsons now re-healed and back to full strength. Even Francisco Garcia strength NCL. Steven Adams, Ryan Gomes, Mo Williams. That should be an easy win here for Thunder. Final score 126-116. You see the view box score. Kevin Durant got 36-9. Russell Westbrook got 26-12. And even Steph Curry got 25. Curry got 29. And Iguodala got 23. So now let's check out some upcoming schedule. Upcoming schedule today. Skipping all the way next until MLK Day. We got the Heat, Bobcats, Clippers, Pacers, Pistons, Wizards, Sixers, Bulls, Bucks, Rockets, Jazz, Timberwolves, Warriors, Pelicans, and Trail Blazers, Mavs, Mavericks. It's gonna simulate right here, right now. Mike Dunleavy again is out for 46 weeks due to the broken finger. Berzi Kirstov will be hamstring strain with his sprained ankle. No! No, not again! Kevin Durant is out for 2 to 4 weeks. No! No, again, it should end Soul Star. No, the leading score is gone. Oh no, that should be out for the next 2 to 4 weeks for separate shoulder. Why? I don't want an injury again. I don't want an injury again. How did an injury after the game? Oh my god, I think they never practice game so far. See what now, Mike Dunleavy. Oh no, another injury for superstar Kevin Durant. Will be missed for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Oh no, should the Thunder will lose instead, I think. Let's check the Thunder win now in the next game. I don't want to do it again. I want one more try. I want to do not injury avoiding the will keep it. That Kevin Durant, I don't want the injuries again. I don't think that one more. Let me one more try. Alright, don't want injuries again in defense now. Klay Thompson will be healed. And there it is. Jameer O'Neal is fractured eye socket 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, that will be different. Check out some view box scores. We got the Heat. Oh, how about the Pacers? Oh my god, how did it dominate 36 points? How about that? Wizards, Bulls, Rockets, Timberwolves, Warriors, and the Blazers. That should be easy win here. Because I don't want the injury for Kevin Durant. Don't want to be until injury either ring. So that will be good. So now, the next 3 games will be a top 4. Next 4 games will have a top schedule opponent. It will be an interesting matchups. Next up on January 19, we got some NFC Conference Championship game. We got the Conference Championship game real life featuring the rivalry between Tom Brady of the New England Patriots take on Peyton Manning of the Denver Broncos. In real life, Denver Broncos made it to Super Bowl 48. Followed by the second game, we saw the tip game by Immaculate Defection as Watson Wilson in the Seattle Seahawks defeats the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game on their way to Super Bowl 48. We got the Lakers, Raptors, Celtics, Magic, Kings, Thunder, Bucks, Spurs, and Nuggets Suns. And we're getting ready to simulate all games right now. John Jenkins, A.G. Jackson, no, spraying 2 to 4 weeks for school. So now that will be in check out. So for now, I'm going to take MLK Day for now. That should be MLK Day will be good. As you see here, Dieter 2 will be return the next 2 to 4 weeks. Let's check out injury list right here. Back spams for Tim Duncan right now. Still hurt. Mark Gasol hopefully will be back soon. Darren Williams and Rajon Rondo will be hopefully back soon. They even hiring Evans. And there should be one now. So now for MLK Day, we're off to Chicago. That should be MLK Day. We got the Mavericks, Cavaliers, Clippers, Pistons, Raptors, Bobcats, Sixers, Wizards. Our Tuesday game tomorrow, we're on the way to another rivalry of the Battle of the New York, featuring Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett of the Brooklyn Nets take on Carmelo Anthony and Jerry Smith of the New York Knicks. We got the Pelicans, Grizzlies, Heat, Hawks, and we got some doubleheader next Wednesday after 2 games here. We got Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers take on Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls. Blazers take on the Rockets, and second game of the day, we're head to Oakland, California. We got Paul George of the Indiana Pacers take on Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors. We're gonna skip all the way the next 4 games from Mavericks, Cavaliers to the Sixers versus Wizards. Mavericks and the Cavs and the Cavaliers win. 32 points for Tristan Thompson. Dion Waiters got 22. Kyrie Irving with 19. Dirk Nowitzki got 39 and 9. Monte Ellis got 23. Next up, we got the Clippers and the Pistons, and the Clippers win as Greg Marron got 16-7. Josh Mem not even close for a double-double. Blake Griffin got 35 and Jamar Crawford got 27. And Chris Paul only scores 15. Next, we got the Raptors and the Bobcats win. Kemba Walker got 29. Corey Maggette got 23. Rudy Gay got 35. And Kyle Lowry not even close for double-double. And finally, Sixers and the Wizards will win. John Wall got so close to triple-double with 19 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. And Jason Richardson got 27. Now, no flex, or no importantly, we're not allowed to flex out for the Nets, and the next game will be the MLK matchup for you. It's the Battle of New York round number 2. That should be interesting. So next game, tomorrow, Tuesday, we're off to Madison Square Garden, another Madison Square Garden game. We got two of the rivalries in the Atlantic Division. We got Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett of the Brooklyn Nets take on Carmelo Anthony and J.R. Smith of the New York Knicks. Next, on Wednesday game, we're off the United Center in Chicago. We got some interconference battle showdown between Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers take on Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls. That should be interesting. And followed by conclusion of the game, we're off to Oakland, California. Another interconference battle featuring Paul George of the Indiana Pacers take on Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors. That will be wrapped up for the MLK Day arc. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin, Real Life Now 2025 conference finals are set. Thanks to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, we'll win this series in 7 games over the Nuggets in a huge dominant Game 7. Now the Thunder will have to face Timberwolves. And that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin as the Thunder beat the Warriors by 11, 127 to 116. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so long for Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City. We'll see you tomorrow here in the Madison Square Garden, New York City. We got another Battle of the New York round 2. It's the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Doubleheader back again on MLK Day. Go to Chicago and Oakland. For the LA Lakers take on the Chicago Bulls. And followed by the Indiana Pacers take on the Golden State Warriors. So once again, this is Andre Kenshin. Say so long for Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City. It's time to say sign up and peace out. Good night, and reminder, we'll see you tomorrow here in New York City. We got the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks here in Madison Square Garden. And next Wednesday, we're off the United Center and Oracle Arena. For Los Angeles Lakers take on the Chicago Bulls, and Indiana Pacers take on the Golden State Warriors. Once again, this is Andre Kenshin saying so for Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City. It's time to say sign up and peace out. Good night, and thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow here in New York for the Nets and the Knicks.